Yeah. Hi everyone. So today we are going to talk about the third method of class creations. Let's see how to create the class using the third method. Let me share my screen. Okay. Before that, let me check whether it is visible or not. Looks like it is not working. Yes, I'm able to see the screen. Good. The third method is we talked about the class creation. There is a two methods we talked about, right? One is a standard method, another one is the data class decorator. The another one is we are going to talk about the attr attribute. How to create the class with the help of the attribute. That is what we are going to talk about that. Okay, fine. Now let's go and learn the stuff. To the right click, go on Python, test, okay, using test class using attr. Okay, fine. So in the previous method, how we did it actually in the previous method, just when right from what is that the particular classes, we just imported this particular decorator and just used this data class decorator and the class name and the data type we mentioned this. So for this is the constructor everything who will create that this particular data decorator will create it automatically. Here also similar magic is going to happen. How to do that? First of all, what you have to do means you have to import the third party library that is called attr. Okay, then you will feel that. What about here? Here is just used the class name and this attribute, right? Same way here also. Class human. Then do we need to use any data? Yes, you have to use attr dot s. That's the only one. You'll feel that bus what in by dot s. Is there any meaning like self or something? This is just a structure. It's a syntax they provided. It's a structure, the class structure. So this class structure goes at the at t.s, right? That will create the class constructor. That everything binding everything that will be taken care by this particular at t. Okay, so this what we need. You need to use dot s only. Okay, this only will help you to create the constructor automatically. Okay, fine. Now, what is that actually? If you want, what do you have to do? You have to create the leg, right? Legs, right? Legs is equal to at t dot this one. Legs is equal to at t dot ib. What do you mean at t dot ib? At t dot ib is nothing but it will help you to create the attribute. Some data type everything will be taken care by this particular at t dot ib. Okay, so rt.id is more and more important. In the previous one, what you did actually, you just put only the data type. But here is what you have to do. You have to put it that rt.ib. And again, if you want to restrict to the particular data type, you can put it like this also. Type is equal to int. Getting team? So make sure the syntax is proper. Okay, and here is in the previous one is we just used the colon, right? Here is we are using the equal to operator, so we have to be very much careful in this one. Okay, another one is ice. Ice is equal to same, what is that, at dot ab. If you don't want to mention the data type also is fine. I don't want to mention that, no problem. Gender, I can mention it. So these are all the class attribute. Getting team? These are all the class attribute. Who will initialize whenever the object is created? This guy will take care of that one. It's the similar one, right? In the previous one. What is that? This guy. Who will take care of this initialization? This guy taken care. The data class taken care, right? Data class decorator. Similarly, this attr decorator will take care of that one. Okay, how to create the method? You already know that, right? How to create the method? Def keyword, whatever the method name, eating, right? Then what do you have to do? As usual, food, right? Same way. Then print, whatever the food here, right? Then how to create the object? Same way, Vengat. What is that? Human, right? 10, sorry, 10 like we don't have 2 male, right? Then what do you have to do? What is that? Print Vengat dot ice, Vengat dot leg, Vengat dot gender, right? That's the way. Similarly, if you want to call the object means Vengat dot eating. What is that? What is that? Some chapati. See that? That's the way. What is that? We print this one and we print this one. How it is happening? You will feel that where is the constructor? No constructor. Where is the constructor? There is no constructor. How? So who will create the constructor? This active guy, it will, whenever the human is getting this 2 comma 2 comma male, right? These values are coming here. This initialization of legs, eyes, gender, attribute, everything will be taken care by active. Okay. But in the standard method is what you have to do. Standard method, whenever you are getting this value will be coming here, here, here. Then this two, here, here, here. This will, in the standard method is, we are doing that. But in the active method is, we are not doing that. We are not putting any kind of constructor. Are we doing any kind of constructor? No. Are we using any kind of init method? No. Any self method? No. How it is doing the initializations? It is taken care by this attr. Now you will feel that this attr method is decorator method is somewhat easy than the standard method, right? Yes. It's up to you. Which one you want to use it, you can use it. Okay, team? So, attr method is what you have to do? You have to import the attr. You should use the attr.s, then the class name, then this attribute, then the method, then object creations and calling them. Okay, simply you just pass it here. Automatically, automatically this as will be assigned everything automatically. Who will take care of this associations? This guy. Same way in the data decorator also, right? See that? This kind of association, how it is happening? This 2 here, 3 here, male here. How this association is happening? With the help of this data class decorator. Right? It's very easy, right? So with this one, I am completing the classes and object creations. As I mentioned this, I told, right, there is a 3 method. Method 1 is a standard way of creating that. Method 2 is a kind of with the help of using the data class decorator. Method 3 is attr. The difference between these common difference is here is you need to use a constructor. Okay, here is no need to use a constructor. Then who will create the constructor? The constructor creation, everything will be taken care by who? This data class decorator or attr third party library. Okay, so the example, everything I mentioned it here, everything. If you are looking for the the sample program, you can email me at complete automation testing at the rate of gmail.com. Also, I'm looking for the feedback or comments for the sessions so that it will be motivated for me as well, because I'm spending some time on this particular every training. So your feedback and what is that subscription also may help. It will motivate me. Okay, and forward to your friends. Okay, your relatives and whoever is willing to learn Python. Okay, okay, team, and that's all about today's session. Thank you.